doing in my house? And why is my innocent young child wearing that devil's squeeze box?
That's actually our
I
newest...
thought I told you to shut up!
I was like, listen, I knew something crazy was going to happen. Right. I know it's going to be that. So for years, people have asked Martin, you're probably one of these people, what's the story behind the greatest parody artist ever? Mm-hmm. You know, what? And we're talking about Weird Al Yankovic. You know, what was the inspiration behind such classics as Eat It and Gangsters? Oh, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Amish.
Yes.
Paradise.
We've been spending most our lives living in an Amish paradise. Amish paradise.
It's terrible how Coolio stole that song from him and did not give him credit. And that is why we needed this story right here today.
And he died without ever apologizing.
He sure did. A lot of people are asking, what is the story, the true story behind Weird Al? I know the music, but I don't know the man. Well, people, I'm here to tell you, you're not going to find it here. As Martin and I said, we choose to believe that this is the story, but I can't in good conscience tell you that this is the story of the man right here. What I can tell you is that this is a Roku original. People, that sounds like a parody of something. And, you know, Roku, they have been making original programming that's out there. But this one right here, Weird, the Al Yankovic story, that has been catching a lot of people's attention out there. Mm-hmm. I think because from the trailer that we're about to watch, a lot of people thought that this was the real story. Hey, did you know Weird Al Donna? People are like, well, she did everybody else. Why not?
So why not Weird Al?
Yeah.
I know. Even he would be like, hey, why is that so surprising?
Yeah, exactly. But we saw this. We actually had a screener for it last week, and I forgot to get to it. Do I regret not getting to it sooner, or do I regret wasting my time? Let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer, the one I got everybody's attention for, Weird, the Al Yankovic story, and we'll be back with our reviews.
Put it in. I'm a train wreck. My parents wrote me off. I pushed it.
I got to be honest with you. I saw this trailer. I was like, all right, goddamn. We know it's a joke. Stop it.
My band.
You're all just a bunch of normals. I'm the weird one.
You gotta take care of yourself. I saw in you something special.
Thank you.
First of all, people need to know that this is a Funny or Die production. If you know Funny or Die, they do sketch comedy online on the internet. Now, if you've seen Funny or Die or any of the skits, you know what you're getting into here. Yeah, this was a skit from like 9 years ago that they did, and it was let me see if I have it here.
Because I was just reading how Patton Oswalt was in it in a different role.
Yeah. No, they did this already. It's almost like they went back into the archives and just saw this and thought, you know what? I mean, now that we have streaming services and whatnot out there, this will actually work as a full-length movie. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to look at who's playing Weird Al, see if you can recognize it.
Okay.
When they can hear the real thing for the same price.
2 words. Eat it.
Do you recognize that?
Damn it, I cannot.
Aaron Paul.
Okay. Oh, I was thinking, I was just about to say Aaron Paul, but I was like, I just need to at least see a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay. Jesse Pinkman. Yeah. It took me like a few seconds too. I was like, who the I know that guy.
Yeah.
So they did this already, man. The only difference is that was a short. Now we have a full-length movie right here. And, you know, when things are taken from skits and made into full-length films, it doesn't always work. Except it does here.
Well, they just kept doing stuff.
And not only does it work, but it manages to be funny the whole time.
Right? Because normally with something like that, it gets tedious after a while. You're like, all right, I got the joke, and y'all are recycling them. But this just kept being funny.
It kept being funny the whole time. People, I don't say this about a lot of movies. This made my day.
Oh,
yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what the fuck?
man-
I don't know shit about the movie, so I'm like, okay, what?
No, I was jazzed up after watching it because like I said, I thought it might get tedious, or at some point, oh yeah, you got the joke, or you climb up your own ass,
Yeah.
or the parodies run thin.
Man.
But it just kept being funny, and yeah, it's almost 2 hours, and it's not exactly because you got a long credit sequence. But there's
Yeah.
a song playing through the credits that's hilarious too, so you can't
Yeah.
turn it off.
Yeah, so this is going to take up all your 2 hours right here. But man, this made my day. It just put, like you said, just put me in a good mood because I laughed the whole time. This is so stupid. This is so stupid, and it's proud to be stupid. You
Yeah.
know, this is just dumb, and I love it. I mean, thing is, now it helps. It does help if you know a little bit about Weird Al Yankovic going into it. You know, if you know his history, know his songs. If you're a fan, then that's probably going to help you out more than the average viewer going in there who doesn't know about him.
Also, if you are familiar with the icons of the 80s.
Yes. But the thing with this is that it parodies the Hollywood biopic so well.
Boy, so does it.
So if you don't know Weird Al, then don't worry about it, because this thing like just makes fun of the biopic so well that you can laugh at the format that they're poking fun of.
That was what kept impressing me over and over, because I was talking about Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
Yeah.
And people liked that. It didn't blow up, but I was like, well, it was really parodying mostly Ray and
the Johnny Cash from Walk the Line.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, that's cool. It's kind of niche. But this parodies all those musical biopics.
All of them, like down to VH1. Normally, I praise absurdist comedy for how people play the whole thing straight, because that's how it works. The sillier or crazier or absurd something is, the straighter the people play it, the funnier it is. Ain't nobody trying to play it straight here. Ain't nobody playing straight here at all, man. The thing is, none of these people are over the top or annoyingly outrageous, but everyone is playing stereotypes. And if you go into this not understanding that, you're going to think these people are terrible actors. Wow, these people are just corny. But the thing with the biopic is that these people are playing these stereotypes the way they are on purpose. And the reason why they're playing them like bad actors on purpose is because the biopic has become such a copy and paste format
Right.
that the biopic now is a cliche itself. Like, people have to put, now they got to put animation and just, with something like this, you just got to start making up shit. Because it becomes, telling a true story it just ain't doing it no
That
more.
was the whole thing with Bohemian Rhapsody, where it's like, you can't just tell a true story. You got to make up a whole bunch of shit in there.
Yeah.
So here they're like, yeah, we started from scratch.
So it's honest.
Making up shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not.
It's probably more honest than by Bohemian Rhapsody. All right, what was the last Bob? Get Rich and Die Trying.
Yeah.
The times that these people do play it straight is when they do something just extremely crazy. And then they'll play it completely like they're in some sort of very straight-laced, honest to goodness drama. I mean, that's when they get serious. The dumber or crazier or the most insane have to do something, the more serious they start taking the role.
You have got to buy this beauty, and I guarantee it, you're going to have girls lined up around the corner. That's actually our newest. I thought I told you to shut up!
I was like, listen, I knew something crazy was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to be that. Now, I laughed through this whole thing, but man, I laughed so hard at that, I rewound that about 3 times.
I did too.
Knocked his ass into the wall.
I know. It's so extreme. And he's like, you actually didn't tell me to shut up. I was like, yeah, he didn't actually say that.
I told him, did y'all see it? He said, I thought I told him to shut up. You didn't say shit to him, man.
My innocent young child wearing that devil's squeeze box. That's actually our newest. I thought I told you to shut up!
Boy, he went flying, man.
That's probably the truest part of the story, in that he did buy his first accordion from a traveling salesman.
Oh, I thought you said his dad. I thought you said his dad beat his ass.
I told you to shut up!
God damn. Shit, he hit his ass already. He gonna need some therapy. Shit, go to BetterHelp, man. Man, Weird Al's dad hit me, man.
Why'd you say so?
Weird Al Yankovic's dad punched the shit in me. I ain't been right ever since. Can I talk to somebody? But hey, listen. I know we're having a good laugh and everything, but BetterHelp. I want to tell y'all about that. They're one of our sponsors, but hey, listen, it's good to talk about BetterHelp right now because, and we'll get this out the way real quick, but I wanted to tell y'all about BetterHelp because, everybody talks about therapy. Mm-hmm. It's still the stigma that is for people who suffer from some mental illness, or you're greatly depressed, or, suicidal, or, there's a whole list of the cliches that are out there for getting therapy, and they're all wrong. Well, technically, you can go for that too, but a lot of people don't know that, man, sometimes therapy is good for just getting your mind straight. Like, for example, maybe you were looking at your house and you're like, man, I just cannot organize straight. Mm-hmm. That's because your mind's probably not organized. And maybe when you talk to somebody and be able to clear your head, you'll be able to clear, a lot of things in your life. You'll be able to just simply clean up your house. Yeah. A lot of people don't even, they don't think about things that.
That's true. You make a good point.
Yeah. No, man. There's a lot of things that can be used for therapy, man. And BetterHelp is a great place to start. A lot of times, again, organizing is one thing, but for whatever you want, give BetterHelp a try. It's very accessible, very affordable. I know that they offer I think they offer financial help with a lot of things too.
Oh, good.
Yeah, possibly. Also, it's all online. So, there's some people who are very shy. There's some people who don't want to go to therapy because they feel nervous about sitting across from somebody. With BetterHelp, you can either have a video session or you can do a phone session.
This is becoming the wave of the future, in as much as people are having trouble booking appointments with actual, their therapist one-on-one.
Yeah. Here, you'd be surprised at how much available BetterHelp can be at all times. So that's another benefit right there. Here's another benefit for you. I'm going to get you 10% off your first month. So as I said, listen, if there's something going on with you, whether you can't organize, you want to be more productive, problem solving is a thing for you that you need to get done, anywhere from, serious things like depression and having suicidal thoughts, anything like that. Wide range of problems that you can go to BetterHelp for. But if you go to betterhelp.com/doubletoasted, you will get 10% off your first month. Well, I want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring this portion of the show. And I want to thank you out there for all your support. So in this mock biopic, there's so many cameos. There's so many appearances. And everyone is good.
Yeah. I like everybody in it. It's funny. It's almost an Easter egg hunt of celebrity cameos or celebrities that they're playing or things that link back to Weird Al songs.
Yeah, so many. A lot of watching this is just kind of spot the cameo, spot the actor. Is that who I think it is in that costume? A lot of this is just almost a big long Easter egg of celebrities, comedic celebrities, and then plus some that are in this. But I was surprised by how good some of the people are in some of the bigger roles. Man, Daniel Radcliffe.
He's nailing it.
Man, Daniel,
he committed.
Oh, that's the thing with Daniel Radcliffe is that Daniel Radcliffe, okay, so nobody has any doubt that Daniel Radcliffe is a great actor, but being a comedic actor, man, he's very good.
He's very good.
Yeah, I was surprised at how well he does comedy and does a lot of, just physical and visual comedy, man. So, I don't know if it's enough to shake that Harry Potter yet. I know he's trying to.
I'm really at a point where I'm not thinking about him as Harry Potter.
After this, I'm not.
Yeah.
Same.
No, yeah. I'm not thinking him. I'm thinking him as Weird Al Yankovic now.
But like a small but big thing he did here was that a lot of people can't do is that he nailed the lip syncing.
Oh. Yeah.
Because it's Weird Al doing singing, but mouth movements are perfect.
Oh, and there are actually some movements that he does that just like Weird Al. If anybody's ever seen the Eat It video at any point, there's very specific movements that Weird Al is doing at the end of that video, and I'd be damned if Daniel Radcliffe can get it down, man. He's actually very good at memorizing a lot of things. I ain't quick to give her a compliment because I'm still mad at what she said about Kobe, but I give credit where credit is due. And
Oh, yeah.
your girl that plays Madonna, Evan Rachel Woods, man. Hey, listen, I sat up there and I said, I ain't giving this bitch no credit at all. And as it went on, I was like, she's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, and the funny thing is, I guess I got to give credit to the makeup artist because they did a great job at making her look like Madonna.
I mean, she's dressed like her. The face structure is way different.
But, I know.
But it's enough to sell it as Madonna.
That's the thing, though. I know that, man, she got a longer head than Madonna. And I was, for some reason, I still see Madonna, though. And the funny thing is, I think she makes a better Madonna than Daniel Radcliffe makes a better Weird Al Yankovic because, listen, that's what's funny about this. He's not even trying to be Weird Al.
No.
He looks like Weird Al with the wig on if somebody was going as Weird Al for Halloween.
Yes.
Because I look at this and I'm like, I don't know who the hell that is, but that ain't Weird Al.
Right.
And you know what it looks like? It was funny because somebody said, look at this picture of Daniel Radcliffe. He's unrecognizable as Weird Al Yankovic. And I said, he looks like Weird Al Yankovic going trick-or-treating. Or he looks like he's dressed up as Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, for some Hollywood Halloween party. That was always the thing for me with the casting, the stunt casting of Daniel Radcliffe from the beginning. I was like, all right, this is too absurd. Y'all just being goddamn silly at this point.
Yeah, but
they knew what they were doing.
No, and for something, I mean, this is an absurdist thing. Shit, the more I look at that, you don't even look like an adult. He looked like somebody put that 6-year-old out there dressed up like Weird Al Yankovic. Him and Evan Rachel Woods as Weird Al and Madonna are actually great together.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Do I know you?
Madonna.
What can I say? I'm full of surprises.
Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. Little comedic touches like that. His little ass can't even push that door. And I think that door really was heavy for him. I think he just made it part of the act. Yeah, man. Now, it's funny, too, because there's so many other people who are good in this, and I can't name everybody, but I do have to give credit to people like Rainn Wilson.
I was going to say
as Dr. Demento.
Yeah,
he's great. And if you don't know who Dr. Demento is sort of the mentor, inspiration for Weird Al. He would play all these crazy songs on a radio station, just weird stuff. Also, another person who was good is Weird Al Yankovic. Weird Al Yankovic is in the movie where he plays a record executive who you probably saw in the trailer. He's the one that's just kind of being an asshole and turning Weird Al down. And man, that scene where he turned him down had me laughing so hard.
Ben, get this young gentleman a record contract this very instant. We are going to sign him to a 14-album deal.
Wait, really?
No! Do you think I am an idiot? He's not an idiot. I'm not an idiot.
That's what had me like that Chinese menu. Weird Al is no stranger in front of the camera as far as acting. He's been in a movie, UHF. He used to do these specials on MTV.
Yeah, and he had a children's show for a while.
Did he have
Pee-wee's Playhouse type show?
Oh, he did? I probably have seen that and didn't know. If I had any criticisms, I mean, it's not like this is bad. That's not what I would be criticizing this for. I would just be criticizing this for people who might not like this as much or might not get as much out of it as some other other people view this. So I'm thinking of people who are younger. And you mentioned this already. There are people who are younger, and there are whole scenes in here where they have these people they were famous back in the 70s and back in the 80s. And if you don't know who they are, then you're probably going to be lost, or you're going to be sitting up there with older people talking about who that.
You might not even do that. You go like, okay, it's a party full of weirdos.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, man, it's so silly that it's not going to bother you. It probably will add to it for you in a way.
Riding in the bus down the boulevard, and the place was pretty packed. Another one miles of us.
So all those people are somebody.
Yeah.
All those people are somebody, and especially now that's Jack Black.
Is that Gallagher?
That's supposed to be.
Oh my
God.
God.
The real Gallagher, of course.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to tell you, I think this is the B-52s right here. Yeah. That's Gallagher, who's a prop comic.
Alice Cooper in the back.
Alice Cooper, Frank Zappa. And this guy's supposed to be from Queen, but even he says nobody knows the bassist from Queen.
Well, they wanted to get Freddie Mercury, and the band was like, no.
No, okay.
They're like, but you could have,
so his ass out there.
But he's the one who actually wrote the song.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's so much I want to tell you, but just watch it because that scene's hilarious.
The guy who did Pee Wee Herman was amazing.
What? Yeah, there's a dude that plays Pee Wee Herman, and he plays him so crazy because there's a scene where they walk in, and he's like, nice to meet you. And then they shake his hand, and he pull a fake hand away. He's like, and he just disappears. He's just gone. Yeah. He's just gone. And he comes back like about 5 minutes later, like,
It's like Paul Rubin is actually like that in real life.
He goes through like
it's like he was never a true actor. He was always like
it's like
that.
you go to a party and all these people are in character. They're not being themselves.
I'll tell you when the movie really started making me laugh. It's just when it stopped being a parody and it just started flat out just lying. Yeah. The movie just lies. I mean, it was like, man, this ain't even a joke anymore. You're just lying now. You know, they're like, man, can you believe that person stole Weird Al's song? I'm like, man, you're just lying now. This whole, it gets to a point where just kind of like, man, all right, you know what?
Man, future generations will find this movie and not know that it was a joke.
They won't.
Wow, Coolio just jacked him like that. You believe that shit?
And that's too bad because the movie is just like, fuck, we're not even doing entertainment no more. We're just straight up just lying to you.
That's
which made me laugh.
Me too.
Shit, there was a part in it, and when the first big lie in this movie came out, and my wife heard me laughing all the way upstairs. I said, I know y'all didn't do this shit.
I know.
Just lying. You know, this is, like I said, this is stupid, boy. This is just them being just as silly as they can be. And the reason why it works is because, you know, it gets so silly to a certain point that they do start to stretch it and you do start to see it tear a little bit, but then they bring it back. They never take it to a point where it breaks. I would say near the end, it gets so insane and gets so crazy. That's where it probably starts to, you start to see it tear a little bit, but they have a great way of ending it. Like it's just a section, but that section actually lends itself to a great ending. So even then it works. But I would say it cuts off right before, it stops right before you start to say, okay, this shit's getting old now. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, man.
Because it was like, all right, there's really nowhere else to go. and they were like, yeah, we know. It's done. Yeah. It's over.
Yep. Yeah, man, this made me laugh so hard through the whole thing, put me in a good mood. What more can you ask for? This is a full price for me. I love this, man. Really, I might be going out on a limb saying this, but this is the funniest movie of this year that I've seen. Just for the laugh ratio.
The laugh ratio. Yeah, I felt the same way. That's why I was bummed that we weren't going to talk about it right away, and I just wanted to slip something in. I was like, I was not expecting this from this movie, and it's rare to watch a comedy. I mean, it doesn't happen a lot, but you see a comedy that makes you laugh so much, but it's so much fun. You're like, I want to go watch that again.
Yeah.
I could feel like I could get that experience if I watched it again.
Watchable.
And just picking out little things here and there.
You know what it made me think of? Speaking of Pee Wee Herman, it made me think of Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Kind of.
Where it's not as silly as Pee Wee's Big Adventure, but it's still up there. To where, man, the reason Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Yeah.
Pee Wee's Big Adventure is so funny that I can just go back and, like you say, pick out little parts that are so silly and ridiculous and laugh at them all the time. And I can go back and just pick out some of the most ridiculous parts of this and laugh at this too. The thing with biopics is that they run the same gambit, man. You know, they do the same thing, which, you know, for making a serious biopic, that's going to be a hindrance. For something that's making fun of a biopic, that's lasting power. Yeah, man, this shit is funny. I mean, listen, I don't care. You know, if it served the purpose of what it was going to do, and that is to make me laugh, that's what it did. I love this movie, man. So right now, I tell you, it'll go on my best of list. Yeah, I mean, it's on Roku. It's free if you got Roku, so watch it. You have no reason not to. And I guarantee you, unless you're just looking to come in here and be mad about something, unless you just want to be an asshole.
Corey, I watched the movie, it was stupid.
Yeah, exactly. I get it, man. What you love this bullshit? Yeah, that kind of person.
Right.
Yeah.